Hi, my name is Phil Anderson, and I'm running for United States Senate to represent Wisconsin. Just got done watching the second presidential debate tonight. First of all, it's a shame that Gary Johnson wasn't on the stage. He deserved to be. And by contrast, would have been infinitely better than the two candidates who were on the stage tonight in terms of temperament and honesty and those sorts of character issues, judgment, things like that both Hillary and Donald talked about. And really the debate was sadly, about everything that's wrong with both of those candidates, and directly and by extension, what's wrong with the parties that ended up, nominating them, and the result of them being on the stage tonight, and the result of the two-party system that's been a bane to our country and to our society, to our prosperity, privacy, health, for 100 years. It was ridiculous. It was a show. It was sad. And there were a few questions that were asked that were really good questions. What are you going to do about taxes? What would you do about Aleppo? Energy policy, things like that. Of course, we know what a libertarian answer would be. We'd be, trying to get out of the mess in the Middle East and, have a free market energy policy and lower taxes to nothing because, as we know, taxation is theft. But because of the charged atmosphere between these two candidates, and because they're both so terrible in so many ways, that even those answers were used by each of them to leverage new and recurring attacks on each other. So we really didn't learn a whole lot other than Donald Trump's not giving up, which is pretty sad. So I guess that's all I have to say about the debate. It wasn't too enlightening. I hope you're not disappointed that I didn't have something more clever to say. But it's just really discouraging in a way that our country's in this situation. And conversely, and I guess, that we also have these expectations of presidential candidates to be role models and to be superheroes and to solve all this stuff. When we know the one guy who will be on the ballot in all 50 states would not present himself as somebody who had all the answers, but he would present himself accurately as somebody who is truthful and honest, who will admit a mistake if he makes one, who will do the best he can to liberate people from the coercive influence of government. And that would be Governor Gary Johnson, who I believe is going to be in Madison this Thursday night. I don't know if the schedule or the venue's been put up, but we've been told that Gary Johnson will be in Madison, Wisconsin this Thursday night, which is going to make it a blockbuster week for libertarian politics and his campaign and my campaign, because the night before that, on Wednesday night, we have the Libertarian Party of Dane County meeting at the Red Rock Saloon at 322 West Johnson, meeting at 6, social at 7, as usual, this time of month. And then Friday night at the University of Wisconsin in the Social Sciences Building, Adam Kokesh will be here. Patriot, activist, candidate for president in 2020, who is running in order to abolish the federal government, which, after the debate we just watched, sounds like a pretty darn good idea. The one upside of the atrocious debate is that hopefully it drives people into researching their alternatives. Other candidates who are on the ballot for president and down ticket races, such as Senate, Congress, etc., that people actually are so disgusted by what they saw that they take a look at the rest of us and see what we have to offer, which I think is a pretty powerful thing that we have to offer, and that is liberty, more peace, prosperity, and privacy for everybody. Also, campaign news, we're going to be up in the Fox Valley this weekend. We're going to be in Appleton, Oshkosh, Neenah, and Green Bay all weekend. All that stuff is on, most of it's on the website, forphilanderson.org, as well as Facebook, so look for those. If you live up in that direction, by all means join us. It's going to be a good time. If you need any new yard signs, stickers, buttons, whatever, we'll have those up there with us as well as scintillating political discussion with me and our campaign volunteers this coming weekend. But don't miss Gary Johnson at UW on Thursday, Adam Kokesh also at UW on Friday. And that's all I have for tonight. I hope that you managed to not get sick watching the debate because it was that bad. But regardless, we'll continue to move forward with our message of liberty and love, peace, prosperity, and privacy. That's what we'll do despite the fact that we're being vastly outspent. Thanks very much, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.